Hello lower altos and welcome to your first voice part tutorial video for our first song of term, God Only Knows. If you haven't watched it yet, then go to the playlist that you can find our warm-up video for all voice parts, which gives an opportunity to warm up the body and the voice, at which point return to here. If you've done that already, then here we go. It is an amazing song. Paul McCartney called it one of his favourites of all time. Beach Boys classic, 1966. The rock choir version is this really beautiful layered sound where we've got all of the voice parts working against each other. It creates a beautiful sound. I think you're going to really enjoy singing it. We're going to have a listen to the track to start with. Just to take it in, you can begin to get a sense of the kind of thing that you might be doing within it. We can listen to the dynamics and the shaping of it, and just enjoy. See what you think.
Love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. If you should ever leave, though life would still go on, believe me. Would still go on, believe me. The world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows, God only knows. God only knows what I'd be without. 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 God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows what I'd be without. God only knows what I'd be without you. God only knows, God only knows, God only knows what I'd be without you.
So there we have it, lower altos. That is God Only Knows. It's a really beautiful arrangement of a lovely song, and it's really nice to sing as well. You can hear that it's one of those songs which really builds as you're going through it. So there's very little repetition. Every step of the way we're adding new layers of sound, and by the time you get to the end, it's just this massive wash where every single voice part has got a different motif and it's all working against each other. So it's really nice to sing. Not too tricky to learn, at least to start with. So we're going to look at the very beginning. Have your lyric sheets at the ready. The first thing that you can see is that we're going to start on the oo. It's technically two oos, but we've got two breaths hidden in there as well. So the first thing you're going to hear is 16 counts of this before you come in on the first oo, and you can hear the oo note hidden in there somewhere. It's something that you'll get more used to as you get used to the track, but also it's a muscle memory thing as well. So you hear the it goes. So it's two elongated oohs. The first one, you've got a move down and up within it. So that in total is 4, 8, 12 beats in which you've got to hold on all the way through to the end. So you get a deep, comfortable breath to start with, and it's a then you have a chance to grab a breath. So 4 beats on each of those notes, and then you have to pick up for a slightly quicker move. Try that with me. So the two together will go like this. And then that final ooh is only 2 beats. You've got to snatch it away, because if you hold it on for any longer than the, you interrupt the I may not always love you, which is what the sopranos and the upper altos are going to come in with at that point. So let's try that from the top. Try and pick out your starting note from the introduction. 1, 2, 3. Breathe. Off. So it's a sharp finish there. The sopranos and the upper altos are going to lead in with the first half of the line. What's going on in verse 1 and verse 2, actually, when we get to it, is that sopranos and upper altos are kind of together as a unit, and you and the basses are as well. Not in terms of the harmonies, so we're very much in 4 parts, but in terms of which lines you're sharing with each other, which chunks of lyrics. So the uppers get the first half, I may not always love you, and then they pass it across to you and the basses, but long as there are stars above you. And this between us, we just make up the tune. So sopranos and upper altos are going to have I may not always love you. You're going to follow, but long as there are stars above you. And that is the rhythm and the notes that you would expect from the original, but we have to make sure that it's really tight because we're singing as one section, so it has to be together as a rhythm. But long as there are stars above you. But long as there are stars above you. So we're getting to the U quickly, you can hear, and stars stands out on its own, so it's got its own moment. But long as there are stars above you. Give it a go, just the rhythm. 3 and 1. But long as there are stars above you. And now put the tune with it, so it's but long as there are stars above you. 3 and 1. But long as there are stars above you. So now if I play in what you're going to hear at the beginning of the verse and get ready to follow on, so you hear, then it's you, but long as there are stars above you, and we're singing all of this mezzo forte, so it's relatively loud, we're singing out, we don't have to hold back too much. And as much as possible, we're trying to make it sound like one continued line. So it's being passed between the voice sections, but we want it to sound like one voice is doing it. We are one voice as a choir. So let's try taking it from the top, from the ooh, into but long as there are stars above you. So I'll give you the lead in. There's a chance to pick out that note. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and. And then from here, we're going to continue with the tune. So at least the words of the tune, but there's some sort of nuances within it as well. So we get, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. Again, this is going to be all about the rhythms. You never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. In particular, that second line, I'll make you so sure about it. I'll make you so sure about it. Try saying it. 3 and 1. I'll make you so sure about it. So we're stopping briefly on you and sure in that sentence. Try saying it from, you never need to doubt it. And you never is really fighting the beat. So don't fall into line. You never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. Give it a go. 2, 3, and 1. You never need to doubt it. Off. I'll make you so sure about it. And the timing is... You never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. So it's nearly the tune, but in the last little stretch, we're going to flatten it out onto one note. You never need to doubt it. Is all tune. Give that a go. 3 and 1. You never need to doubt it. And then this bit. I'll make you so sure about it. I'll make you so sure about it. Give that one a go. 3 and 1. I'll make you so sure about it. So we're popping down on the word you and then back up again. I'll make you so sure about it. Try putting those together. You never need to doubt it. 2, 3 and 1. You never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. Good. So now let's tie it all together, and we're going to run in from imagining that the uppers have their I may not always love you, and then you're ready for but as long as there are stars above. 2, 3 and 1. But long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. Good. So let's run through from the very top to the end of chorus, the end of verse 1, and then we'll pop the chorus on the end. So let's do this twice through, once with the piano and then once with the backing, so you can hear how it fits with the other voice parts. From the top. Find the first note. Here we go. Ooh. Off. But long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. Yeah, good. So you can really enjoy that, and knowing that you have so much of the tune, you can sing it out as well, because around you, other voice parts are going to be doing slightly different things. When you know you've got the tune, sing it and enjoy it, and make sure it carries, because that's a bit that we want the audience to hear. One final note on that first ooh leading in at the beginning of the song, we're all going to be on that ooh. Ooh. So even if it's a bit tricky to find and tune into, we are all going to start on that. However, everyone very quickly goes in different directions, but it's just a nice rooting point to start us off. Okay, let's try it with the track from the top. So that's your note, ooh. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Breathe.
I may not always love
And then us and the basses.
but long as there are stars above you,
Breathe.
you never need to doubt it.
Off.
I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows.
Good. And there's one thing that came up there, as you can hear what's going on with the sopranos above you. You can hear that they hold on, need to doubt it. There was this long chord that was held through. You don't. So, you never need to doubt it. Off. I'll make you so sure about it. All of your lines are relatively contained. So the only things that you're holding here so far are the oohs. That's it. Everything else is clipped to the end of the sentence. Great, let's pop on the chorus then. So we've got to I'll make you so sure about it. And then we're going to sing God only knows what I'd be without you. There we go. It's all the tune. Everyone has it. We're all in unison for that chorus one. God only knows what I'd be without you. It's what you want to be singing. However, we do need to make sure that the rhythms are tight again. God only knows what I'd be without you. So we want a quick God only knows. What I'd be is punching through the beat. God only knows what I'd be. Just try that. 3 and 1. God only knows what I'd be. Once more. 3 and 1. God only knows what I'd be without you. And we're getting to the you quickly here. And it's important that I mention this because this is going to change later on. God only knows what I'd be without you. 3, say it. And God only knows what I'd be without you. Good. And now try putting the tune to it. So it's God only knows what I'd be without you. And we're not chewing. Without you. Without you. We don't want. Try it. 3 and 1. God only knows what I'd be without you. And you'll notice that the U is held on for 4 counts all the way through. Ready for into the lead into the next verse. So hold on that U 4 counts and then bring it off. Ready to breathe. Ready for the start of verse 2. So let's pop that on at the end and take it from the top of the track. Your first note, ooh, along with everyone else. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
I may not always love you,
But long as there are stars above you,
you never need to doubt it.
I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. Have a listen.
If you should ever leave me,
You can hear the echo coming in here.
the world could show nothing to me. So what good would living do me?
Yeah. So in this verse, we are echoing the tune as is coming in from the uppers. So this is where the layers start to build it up. So we've got the uppers. If you should ever, please don't leave, though life would still go on, believe me. So we're always going to be that beat behind and echoing what we hear from above. So you've just come from the end of chorus 1. God only knows what I'd be without you. You then let the sopranos and the alto start. And we're going to come in just after they hit the word leave. So it's going to go, please don't leave. And leave is held for 2 counts. So it will sound like this. Please don't leave. Give it a go, and I'll play in the tune over the top. You get 1. Please don't leave. And then again, as they move into that next section, though life would still go on, believe me, we're going to hit on after they've started the word believe. Oh, believe me, nothing to me, is how that next section goes. So it's more drawn out now. Oh, believe me, nothing to me. Again, we've got these, the bits that are fighting the rhythm. So we've got the on, believe me, 2, 3, 4, move off, nothing to me. That's the rhythm. On, believe me, 2, 3, 4, move off, nothing to me. Breathe. Give it a go. On, believe me, 3 and 1. On, believe me, 2, 3, 4, move off, nothing to me, off. So that second me is quick, so you don't hold that one on at all. I'll play that as a chunk from the top of verse 2 so you can hear the timing, how it all fits together. It goes like this. Please don't leave. Oh, believe me, nothing to me. Give it a go like that. So if you're counting between the please don't leave, you're going to end up with 4 counts. Please don't leave. Off, 2, 3, 4. Oh, believe me. Which for now is probably the easy way of doing it until you've got used to hearing what is in over the top. So count that empty 4 beats before on believe me. I'll play in the lead in. Please don't leave. Oh, believe me, nothing to me. Coming out of the end of nothing to me, we're going to grab the breath. The reason that we have to keep it short is because we immediately spring onto the tune, which the uppers have abandoned at this point. So we get me, nothing to me, so what good would living do me? So we've stolen the tune. That's all tune. So what good would living do me? And it is quite high, you can hear. So what good would living do me? So what good would living do me? Good is a standout note there. So what good would living do me? And then do me held back at the end. Try taking it from nothing to me. So what good would living do me? So we're going from nothing to me. Breath, so what good? 3 and 1. Nothing to me. So what good would living do me? Good. Once more. 3 and 1. Nothing to me. So what good would living do me? Great. So let's try taking that from. Let's try taking it from the top with the track. With the track. So remember, this is about the counting. We're not chewing at the end of God Only Knows what I'd be without chew. And then when we get to verse 2, I'm going to count the empty 4 beats in between nothing to me. Here we go. So we're finding that first note. A 1, 2, 3.
I may not always love you,
But long.
but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you.
Off. 2, 3, 4, and get ready for please.
If you should ever leave,
Please don't leave.
life would still go on.
Oh, believe me, nothing to me. So what good would living do me? Good. So you can hear that by the time you get to verse 2, it's really interweaving layers. So you're not quite sure where the tune is going to come from next. But out the front, what we hear is one complete picture, which is the melody as we expect to hear it. Can we try that again? Exactly the same. Make sure, think about the ends of phrases here. I'm going to be really clear counting them off so that we're not too long on things. 1, 2, 3.
I may not always love you,
But long as there are stars above you. Off.
you never need to doubt it.
Off.
I'll make you so sure about it.
Off.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
2, 3, 4. Off.
If you should ever leave,
Please don't leave. Off.
life would still go on.
Oh, believe me. 2, 3, 4. Nothing to me. Breathe.
So what good would living do me?
Really nice. Yes, good. So all we have left to complete this section is chorus 2. Again, just the one line. However, it is now different. So the first time we had God only knows what I'd be without you. Chorus 1. Chorus 2. God only knows what I'd be without you. It is. It's longer on without. That's the only difference. Without you. So we're not rushing to you like we did in chorus 1. But otherwise it's the same. So we get God only knows what I'd be without you. Listen to chorus 1 to get the difference. So chorus 1 is God only knows what I'd be without you. Chorus 2 God God only knows what I'd be without you. Out is 2 beats, you is 2 beats. So we're evenly weighting them. It's the only difference. It's such a minor thing, but it's the thing that is most likely to trip us up. So really get that in. So quick one, chorus 1, slow drawn out 1, chorus 2. So if you try and lead into that from nothing to me, so what good would... We're going to go from there, nothing, 3 and 1. Nothing to me, so what good would living do me? Here we go. God only knows what I'd be without you. As a note there, so what good would living do me? Again, me is not held on, so you just get to the end of the word and you bring it off, even though you're going to hear sopranos and the altos over the top with long drawn out chords. Let's try adding that onto the end. Let's go from Please Don't Leave. So top of verse 2. I'll play in the lead in. Please don't leave. Oh, believe me. Nothing to me. So what good would living do me? God only knows what I'd be without you. And that completes really what you need for the first section of the song. One thing that we do need to mention as we start to build this up, because it's easier to put this in now than it is later, is some of the moves that we have with it. They're very straightforward and they're things that feel comfortable. It's what we would want to put in. So it's very gentle and floaty. It feels like it wants to sway, which is what we have. So the first verse and the first chorus, we're stood facing the front, nothing is happening. But long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. That was the quick without you. For verse 2, we're going to start with a very gentle sway. And because you are lower alto, you're on that side with the basses, you're going out on your right foot first. Except we're not going to step, we're going to keep the feet planted, we're just leaning the weight over in that direction. So it really is just a very gentle sway along with the beat. And that happens at the beginning of verse 2 with the if you should ever leave, please don't leave, is where that's going in. And we're going to sway all the way through verse 2. And that runs all the way through. Nothing to me, so what good would living do me? As soon as we hit chorus 2, God only knows, we're going to turn it and come forwards, again on the right foot. And then we're swaying forwards and back through the chorus. But again, the chorus is only one line. So it's only forwards and back a couple of times. And then we come back to standing for the bridge. It makes more sense in the doing, so give it a go with the track. I'll sing along with the lower alto line, but also I'm going to start to conduct the sways in there as well. From the top, that's your first 2. Here we go, 2, 3. But long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. Oh. I'll make you so sure about it. God only knows what I'd be without you. We're going to go for a sway here, out. If you should ever leave, please don't leave. Life would still go on. Oh, believe me. Back. God only knows what I'd be without you. And then finally we're going to turn back to the front as we hit the brassy instrumental there. So it's God only knows what I'd be without you, and turn back to the audience. So there we have it, lower altos. That's all you need for the first half of the song. It's just thinking about the rhythms, thinking about the ends of lines, and not always going with what feels obvious. It's one of those songs where we all know it so well that it's tricky trying to pull yourself away from the melody, but you get your fair share of it, but you've just got to remember to sort of lean away at the right times and not always go with it. But it's going to be really beautiful. I hope you're enjoying singing it. So we're done for today. That's all you need. Have a watch back of it as much as you need and sing along. You're of course going to have your regular sessions with your choir leader throughout the week, and then next time the next video is going to complete the song. I will warn you that from here, unfortunately, unlike some songs which have the very simple repeated structure running through, this does not. So from here everything continues to change and we get more and more layers coming in. Trickier to learn to start with, but a really rewarding song when we get there, and you'll really enjoy singing and performing it. So I hope you're liking it. It's been really wonderful singing with you again, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a good week, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.